as we have studied that arcs are part of the circle, and we have minor and major corresponding semicircular arcs. Now we are going to apply these arcs to the sums. You can see in the diagram, I'll read the sum. If arc AXB and arc AYB are corresponding arcs, that means they are the part of the same circle, but AXB is minor and AYB is major. You can see, since it forms a smaller part, it is minor, AXB, and AYB is major. Now measure of arc AXB is given as 120 degree, and we have to calculate the measure of arc AYB. Now let's see how we are going to begin with it. Now you can see the sum of the measures of two corresponding arcs is 360. The circle measures 360 and measure of minor plus measure of major is equal to 360. So measure of arc AXB plus measure of arc AYB is equal to 360 degree, as they form the parts of the circle. But AXB is 120 degree. So measure of arc AYB will be 360 minus 120, which is going to be equal to measure of arc AYB is equal to 240. Now minor arc is 120, major arc is 240. If we add 120 and 240, we get 360. That means they are the part of they form the circle. So the measure of arc AYB is 240 degrees. Children, please make a note. Don't forget to write that degree for angle. Now next sum. Some arcs are shown in the circle with the center O. Write the names of the minor arcs, major arcs and semicircular arcs from among them. Now children, what we'll do is we will make three columns: minor arc, major arc and semicircular arc. Minor arc is the smaller one, major one is the big one, and semicircular, which divides the circle into exact two halves. So minor arc, you can see first one. Observe the diagram. Minor arc, arc PXQ. You can see how arc PXQ is highlighted. Then arc PR. You can see PR is highlighted. It's the minor arc. Arc RY, it's highlighted again. Arc QY. Arc QX. And arc XP. Now these are small parts, smaller arcs. So they are minor arcs. Now we go to major arcs. The major part of the circle will be called as major arc. You can see the highlighted one, arc PQR. Next RPYQ, RQY, arc XQP, arc QRX and arc. Now we have to find out semicircular arcs, which divides the circle exactly into two parts, arc QPR and arc QYR. These are the semicircular arcs. This is how we have to concentrate and find out, jot down the minor, major and semicircular arcs. Now next sum. In a circle with center O, the measure of minor arc PXQ is 110 degree. What is the measure of major arc PYQ? Now PXQ is 110 degree. Okay, that's minor. We have to find out the measure of major. Now we know measure of minor arc PXQ plus measure of PYQ is going to be 360 degree. Minor arc is 110 degree. So major arc P plus major arc PYQ is equal to 360 degree. Measure of major arc PYQ is equal to 360 minus 110 degree. And now the measure of arc PYQ is equal to, can you calculate? Yes, it is going to be 250 degree. So measure of major arc PYQ is 250 degree. Now I hope you have understood how we are going to apply the concept of minor arc, major arc, semicircular arc to circles. Circles play a very important role in a geometry. Since they are closed circular figures, they have their property different from the other closed figures which have edges and corners. The difference between the edges, the corners figure and this circular figure is of the perimeter. For circle we use the term circumference, and for the sides and edges of the closed figure we use perimeter. I hope I am clear with my concept. What you need to do is you will solve the practice set of the given topic. I have explained the sums and you will write down using your textbook as a practice set form. I hope I am clear. Thank you everyone.